Hey, Steph, does it feel like because of the talent that you guys have on your roster that coach is able to do a little bit more and how he game plans for you guys?
Um, yeah, I think so. I think we have a lot of dynamic guys that could play all over the court, play on and off the ball. So, I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of our actions interchangeable.
Steph, last year you guys were playing the Suns in Moody Center, but obviously the vibes were very different. Wemby had just gotten, the blood clot, announced he was out for the season. How has the team and Wemby and you have grown since then, since your last trip to Austin?
Yeah, I just think we're playing much more meaningful basketball right now. Obviously, vibes are a lot higher. You know, guys are healthy. I think we were dying to get back around each other too. So, I think that was just the kind of tone that we set to start the game and to start the second half. I feel like that's where it showed.
Steph, 7 game win streak going on right now. Yeah, how does this win streak compare or differ to the first long win the team had earlier in the season?
Um, I think it's a little bit different. I mean, teams have had longer times to be able to scout us, see how we play. I don't think we're kind of surprising people anymore. So it kind of feels a little bit better, especially, in the dog days of the season. And then just wanting to go to All Star break with momentum, like we talked about, and then coming out of All Star break with a good showing like that definitely feels good.
Feel like it still has a target on your back?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I feel like our seeding kind of helps that. But I feel like just the talent that we have, I feel like we have a lot of big names on our team. You know, obviously two All Stars, so I feel like teams give us their best shot every night, regardless.
Steph, when you see Victor flying around at the All Star game, him and Ant Man breathing life back into that game, what's the trickle down effect around the league and in the locker room when your best player is playing so hard in basically an exhibition?
Yeah, I mean Vic. I mean he doesn't care whether we playing pickup or 1-on-1. He's gonna play. He's gonna play hard to win. So I mean yeah, just that's just who he is. You know, trying to change that narrative of not trying to play hard in it, but trying to save your body. But I mean that's just the kind of competitor he is. You know, I didn't really expect anything less from him.
Vic had 5 blocks, altered a lot more. Outside of being 7'5", what impresses you about his ability to block shots, protect the rim?
Probably just his timing, how fluid he is, in his body, him being that tall and being able to, understand when somebody's about to pump fake or, jab at a driver and get back to his man and block the shot. You know, it's super impressive to be able to see that and to have that luxury to be on the same side of the court as him it definitely helps, especially with our transition offense. Him being able to block the shots, grab the rebound and has great vision to push the ball ahead. So
There was a period earlier this season where you guys were maybe not bringing the A game against teams that were below you in the standings or were down some guys. That doesn't seem to be a problem here in February. What has changed in that regard?
um, I think we just had to get back to the drawing board. Obviously, have some tough conversations, but I mean, honest conversations. I feel like we're very honest with each other and what we see. So we obviously knew that was a problem, and we needed to fix that, especially with the trajectory of where our season was going and where we could end up at. Understanding we need those games, and I feel like our coaches have just pushed us nonstop to bring the same energy, same intensity, no matter what the other five is on the court.
You said before after All Star, you guys were trying to get back around each other, but you had like almost the entire organization out in LA. How did it feel just to have the Spurs so heavily represented, and how do you feel like that reflects where you guys are in your franchise's journey?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. I mean, it's like a slight reward on how well we've been playing this season. I felt most happy for our coaches and our video room guys to be able to be in those locker rooms and be on the court during the All Star game. So to be able to see that it was pretty cool. But I feel like it just speaks highly of our organization and how well we've been doing this season.
During the break, you guys talked a lot about the goal being to pick up where you left off right out the gate. Did things feel the way that you expected them to feel if things had gone that way tonight?
Yeah. I feel like we started the game pretty sharp. I don't think we had too many turnovers coming out of the game. So, I like the way that we controlled the game and like I said, we were dying to get back out there. So, I feel like we're probably a little bit more tired than we expected. You know, that little break definitely probably caused that, but I feel like for the most part we were pretty sharp.
Steph, you mentioned having those honest conversations in the locker room. Why was that so important to kind of evolve this team and its identity?
Like I said earlier, probably just because of the trajectory of where our season is going, and where we could end up. Obviously we see where we're at in the standings, and see what are the teams that we have left in our schedule. So we know it doesn't get any easier from here. So like I said, just having those conversations to where we can't BS against teams that are lower standings or we don't think are as good. That's when we get in trouble. So just trying to fix that problem before it gets too bad.
Steph, you played some really tough defense out of the gate. Looked like they responded with some hard screens. It was getting a little chippy. How do you respond to that physicality, and how do you maintain your composure in a game that's getting physical like that?
Yeah, I don't think it was getting too chippy. I just think I'm just a competitor on that end. So whatever that looks like, that's the type of energy and aggressiveness that I'm gonna bring on that end. So. Whether I thought it was an illegal screen or not, the next play I'm gonna still try and fight through it. So, that's just that. That's just what our team is about, just being able to go out there and compete.
You mentioned having meaningful basketball after the All-Star break, but this is also the first game in Austin where it's a meaningful game. What did it feel like out there having that type of atmosphere today?
It felt good. I feel like they had a great showing for us last year. Even though obviously Vic was out, our team wasn't, I would say, doing as well. So, I was excited to come back and play with the team, but I felt like our fans traveled, a lot, and I think Austin showed out for sure.